Hey, what's up, guys? I hope you're all having an amazing day. And let me just start off by saying, I know the last video I did on the other map was a live commentary. This one's not going to be a live commentary because I've had a hell of a fucking time trying to record a live commentary on the new map. So many issues, whether it be issues with the capture software, issues with players leaving the fucking game, and the entire footage just being garbage because we're just spend a fucking 10 minutes, I guess, of just getting my ass whipped because it's like a fucking 2v4 or whatever, shit like that. And issues with, my voice recording not fucking coming through on the video, and issues with fucking either the game audio not coming in on the recording. So that's issue with fucking capture software I've had, issues with the game. And it's been a nightmare for the past few days trying to make this video. And then on top of that, past couple of days, I've been working with my friends and my girlfriend to make a YouTube channel we're going to have. That's going to be all of us just making content. It'll be a whole lot of fun, but we've been doing a lot of troubleshooting lately and trying to get everything set up. Things like trying to get everybody to download the same games, because some of us have really fucking slow internet and it takes an eternity to download a fucking game, and then issues with their capture software and mine as well. A whole bunch of fucking issues over the past few days, so we're trying to iron out all the issues, right? We're working on it. And yeah, I've been trying to make this video for more than one day too. I've been trying to record it at least like once a fucking day, usually more, honestly, since I uploaded the last one, which was like a few days ago. I don't remember how long ago it was, but a few days ago, sometime this week. Either way, I'm finally just fucking, I said fuck it, I'm not doing a live commentary, I'm just gonna do a voiceover and talk to you guys about Halo as I play the map in the background. So this is Waterfall, this is the other map. The other map I played previously was Edge. I didn't know the name of it when I played it. Either I didn't know of it, or either I didn't know the name of it, or I forgot it, but more than likely I just didn't know it because I'm sure it popped up in the pregame lobby and shit like that, but I just never read it. But yeah, this map's called Waterfall, and it's a really good map, actually. I like both. Edge and Waterfall are both really good maps, and they feel like native Halo 3 maps, if that makes sense, right? So they weren't, I'm pretty sure, not even fucking remotely built by Bungie. Obviously they weren't, because they came out way after Bungie ever fucking made Halo games, but I don't know who was in charge of building these maps, because obviously one of them was like on Halo Online. So I don't know if it was like, I think it's the Russian game studio, right, that was in charge of Halo Online. Oh, obviously, because it was in the Russian market. But I don't know who the fuck built these maps, but they did a great job making it feel like a Halo 3 map. It didn't feel fucking weird at all. It didn't feel like it didn't fit into the game. It felt like it could have launched with Halo 3 all the way back in 2007 and would have been perfectly fine. It would have fit in perfectly. So both Waterfall and Edge are really good welcoming maps to the game. I think they are great maps. Had a lot of fun on them, and they fit into the Halo 3 maps style so well. I really do. I mean, I don't know if I'm the only one who feels this way, but like, I feel like every Halo game kind of has its own sort of feeling to the maps, right? And a lot of that just has, or a lot of that comes with the evolution of the game. Because Halo 5 maps are very different because they have to take into account thrust and clamber and all this new mechanics that they threw in the game. And then like Halo Combat Evolved maps are very different because they were like the start of it. They were way different at the time because, one, the way that games were played a little bit different, and then two, like, I mean, Halo Combat was just a fucking different game, right? First of all, the Magnum ruled all, right? So there was some balancing issues there. You would not be using the assault rifle in multiplayer if you knew what was good for you. The Magnum definitely ruled all. So I don't know quite how to explain it. I'm kind of drawing a blank on how to explain how different Halo Combat Evolved maps are to, like, say, like Halo 2 and Halo 3 maps. Halo 2 and Halo 3 maps, I think, could fit in pretty well together. Both of those have very similar mechanics. Both of them are fucking great games, too, by the way. But either way, Halo Combat Evolved is just like, I feel like if you know what I mean, you know what I mean, right? If you played Halo Combat Evolved, you know how different the maps are compared to some of the other Halo games. Halo 4 and Halo Reach were also different maps because they included armor abilities, which changed up the meta of the game. And I hate armor abilities. As a matter of fact, in Halo 3, one of the things I don't like is equipment. I don't even like equipment uses. So the only equipment I like is the bubble shield. I think the bubble shield is pretty cool, but I hate the fucking, like, I forget the name of it. The thing that drains your fucking shields, and the regenerator that fucking recharges your shields. I think both of those are kind of shitty, and they kind of, I don't like them. I just don't like them, to be honest with you. Bubble shields I'm cool with because, one, the player who's inside of it can't shoot outside of it, and two, the player outside of it obviously can't shoot in. So it seems a little bit more balanced, a little bit more fair, as opposed to like the fucking energy drainer where you just throw it into a fucking group of people and they all get picked off, or the regenerator where you're just getting shot at first and you just drop that bitch down and you're like, all right, I'm just gonna keep fucking shooting at you while I get my shields recharged. I think the regenerator is a little shitty because realistically, if you're like, say, the other guy, you could be, 10 feet apart, whatever. But if you're the other guy and you're the better player, you don't. It doesn't really matter. All it takes is the guy to have the regenerator and just fucking throw it down and start shooting at you. It doesn't matter. He'll win that engagement because your energy shields are getting drained while his are regenerating. So, not a huge fan of the regenerator either. Anyways, guys, what else I want to talk about in this video? I know I've bitched and moaned for the past like 5 minutes. But what else I want to talk about is Halo Infinite. Obviously, you guys probably know, if you're watching this video, you're probably into Halo, but you probably know that 343 released some screenshots about Halo Infinite, and it looks so good. And I am one of those people, honestly, that was not against the original Halo Infinite trailer. Yeah, there were some areas where it could have used some improvements, but overall I thought the game looked pretty good, and I thought some of these people who were saying that, oh, it looks like a last generation title, are fucking wrong. I mean, the original Halo Infinite gameplay trailer, gameplay trailer, because those two were kind of different. I don't know if you guys noticed, right? Around that time, even a lot of people were pointing out that the gameplay trailer actually looked better than the gameplay, like the 8 minutes of gameplay we got. But even the 8 minutes of gameplay, it looked pretty good. Like, don't be wrong. Again, a lot of the criticisms for it were legit. They were warranted. But overall, I thought the game still looked good, and I thought people were kind of being over dramatic on talking about how bad of a game it looked. Just like, that does not look like a bad game. Have you seen some of the games out there right now? Don't get me wrong, Spider-Man Miles Morales, which I'm playing right now, is a beautiful looking game, but there's some times where you look at it and particular cutscenes with characters, you kind of look at it and you think that doesn't look quite as good as you think. And one, Miles Morales isn't truly a next-gen title. It is still running on PS4, and it's realistically a PS4 title that is also playable on PS5. But you get some enhancements on the PS5, so I'm not trying to bitch about it or anything like that. That's something we get when we get this intermediate step between console generations. I mean, it's always going to be that way, and I have no issues with that. But my point being is, obviously, Miles Morales is not like a true next-gen title, so I'm not trying to shit on it. It's a really good-looking game. But I noticed, like, in one of the cutscenes where Miles is talking with his mom and stuff like that, like, the character models just felt a little cartoony, if that makes sense. Like, it wasn't hyper-realism, and that's okay. And when it came to Halo Infinite, I thought, again, the 8-minute gameplay trailer still looked good. The foliage looked good. There were some issues with the textures, one of which is that lighting is not baked into the textures anymore. So, again, Digital Foundry covered this, but one of the issues with that lighting was just kind of throwing it all off. One more time, I'm going to say, yeah, the issues with it were warranted. I had high hopes for them to improve upon it, even in that small block of time they had, but maybe I was wrong about that. Maybe they needed the extra year, and I'm okay with the extra year, right? So I'm not trying to say that I'm against this delay launch, because I'd rather get a better title a year later than not. It sucks a lot though that we could have been playing Halo Infinite right now, right? Like, it's kind of mind-blowing to think about it, because the Xbox Series X, granted, I know a lot of people couldn't get it, but it was going to launch on the Xbox One too anyways, so either way, Halo Infinite should have launched with the Xbox Series X, which came out in November. So it's crazy to think that right now we would have been, what is it, like 4 months into Halo Infinite. I mean, it's mind-boggling. It's crazy to think about it, especially when you think about how when it does come out, it's going to be 6 years. 6 years in development. Well, 6 years since Halo 5 came out. So, yeah. My point being is that I thought Halo Infinite actually did look pretty good. I know, again, that there were some issues. The textures weren't quite up to par. Some of the character models looked off. I mean, don't get me wrong, 100% agree with that. One, I knew it was a preview. Two, I thought, like, the overall product still looked very pretty. I had issues with it too, right? The rocks didn't look good. The textures on the gun didn't look good. I had issues with it too. But my point I'm really trying to drive here is that the people who were like, oh, it's a garbage title, it looks like shit, it looks like a last generation title. No, I'm sorry. I disagree with you completely. There was a lot in that 8-minute gameplay trailer that looked really good. I really do feel like there was a lot that actually looked like a next-gen title, and it looked really pretty. And I think within this year that they have, they're going to come out with the way that it really should look, right? So I actually am excited, though, to see Halo Infinite come out for real. You know, by for real, I mean like with all the time and effort and work that they need to put into it, and have the best graphics that it can the best graphics that it can have, I guess that's the best way to put it. So yeah, I'm excited for that. I just wanted to kind of stand up for it a little bit because I think a lot of the hate that it got was a little bit overdramatic. The game overall looks still pretty good, even at the 8 minute gameplay trailer, and even better in the gameplay, or 8 minutes of gameplay we got, and even better in the gameplay trailer. But now we got the new screenshots, and they're looking pretty good. I'm really excited to see this game come out because the new screenshots actually look like. First of all, let me just put it this way: the day and night cycle looks amazing, and it feels like a world that I just want to live in. Right? Like I'm gonna love to go back to some locations, just see them at different times of day. And that's one of the other cool things is like it's an open world Halo game, like a legit open world Halo game, not like Halo 3 ODST. So there's so much good going on for this title, and the screenshots look so crisp. Like they look great. The one thing I actually have noticed is that I zoomed in on like some of the trees and stuff like that, and I think at one point I read that the screenshots were in 4K, but when I zoom in, it does get a little fuzzy. So I'm kind of questioning if it really is in 4K or not. I probably could have checked, but I didn't. I'll be honest with you. But that is only the real issue that comes up with it is whenever I zoom in on some of this stuff, it does look a little bit fuzzy, and don't know if that's an anti-aliasing issue, which if at 4K it shouldn't be. Realistically, the higher resolution, the less you need anti-aliasing. That's just kind of the honest truth there. So if it was at 4K, it really shouldn't need anti-aliasing at all. Overall, that's the only kind of issue I see there. But again, it looks beautiful. I'm really excited for Halo Infinite. I mean, I've been waiting for 6 years. I'm one of those people who still plays Halo 5, right? Like, I'm one of those crazy people who still plays Halo 5 and enjoys it. So it's been 6 years, guys. I mean, 2015. I've been playing Halo 5 since 2015 when it came out. Fuck, it's been a long time. I've been playing Halo since the Halo 2 days, actually, right? When Halo 1 came out, I was like 4 years old. So, yeah, I've been playing Halo for a long fucking time now. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I should probably stop talking. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry that I ramble on forever. But again, that's going to be me. It's never going to change. So a lot of my videos are going to be like that. But thank you guys so much for watching one more time. And I will see you all later.